Hey guys, this is KK22 and I'm back for the next video for Custom Sword. I pretty much rebuilt the entire mod, so yeah, this is going to be an important video for anybody wanting to use this mod, as the old way to customize swords no longer work. So here we have my little blacksmiths, and let's go and make some swords. So in here we have the default swords from Minecraft. These are the bog standard swords, and these are going to be the basis for pretty much all the swords we're going to make today. In here we have all the default materials in Minecraft that you can use to customize your swords, and pretty much everything from this mod you can get via these ores or dungeon loot. So let's start off with these and that, and let's make ourselves some schematics. So to make a schematic, you simply put paper next to paper and it makes a schematic. Now I'm not going to make all of them because that will happen, and I said I wasn't going to make all of them and I did, and now I'm kind of ashamed. But let's get on to the next part. As you can see, yeah, crafting some things with these actually do grant you things, but that's not what I'm going to show you. If you put this like this, you get this new item, which is the custom sword work table, and that's pretty much the way you customize all your swords now, is you need the custom sword work table. Next, to make any normal default sword ready to be customized, you simply just craft it with a blank schematic. So here we're going through, and there's two more, isn't there? They're now all custom swords. So these are now ready to be customed. Another thing you can do with the schematics now is if I go in here, these things here, the dyes from default Minecraft, you can use these to dye schematics. And I'll go into what dyed schematics do in a second. Okay. Next I shall take these, and I'll put some of these in the chest. And I'll take these. And we'll put these in. So I'm going to need some more swords. Let's take that, that, and that. And these are how you make some of the other materials. So first off, we'll start with the leather sword, because the leather sword's actually important in this mod, and it's simply just like that. It is shapeless, but that is the way you're supposed to put it, so yeah. So next we're going to put the iron sword, a coal and a schematic to get the black iron, wood, a carrot and a schematic to make the carrot sword. Carrot sword being the first one of these to actually have just a base ability. The next is the bone. This adds night vision. The carrots add night vision, and skeleton, when you hit an enemy, it makes the skeleton noise. Yeah, is that awesome? And here we have the custom emerald sword. And then finally we have the custom cold sword. It's freezing. So here we have all of the base swords. These are what you take off and then customize. To customize, you actually need to get your hands on these schematics. There's many ways you can get them, some via crafting, some not. I'm going to actually see if crafting guide will work. Yay! Set item. I have no idea how you spell schematic, so I'm putting in that. Here we go. Here's all of the, let's just type in a bit more so you can see just these. I have no idea what that is. What are you? Bone marrow and that. Oh yeah, that's the white schematic. But to obtain the schematics, these are all the ones you obtain via crafting, all that. The rest are dungeon loot or something I'll go into in a sec. So it's like this one, you get vines, round out blank schematic, and you get the vine hilt, vine oak saplings to get the vine. And then like this one, blaze powders to get the pyro hilt schematic. How about this one, flame gems, which is got from the ore. This one, ender eye. There's quite a long range. I mean, these are the ores. I'll go into again what they do in a sec. But let's start off with looking at all of the schematics in this mod. Here are all the hilt schematics, and as you can see when you go over them, it actually tells you the abilities they would add as well as their name. So I'm going to go for, let's go for candy cane. Actually, no, let's not. Let's go for katana, because katana's a simple one that can be shown. Then in here we have all of the blades. These also tell you what they add. So I'm going to go for I don't know what to go for. We'll go for that. So now that we've picked out the two schematics we're going to use, there we go. We need to pick our base sword. For this one, I'm going to use, I don't know. Let's use leather, because there's more options you can do with leather than you can do with any of the other swords. So let's place down our table and let's put on our sword. Yes, you right click to put your sword onto the table. Normally if you're in survival it would consume the sword, meaning you can't duplicate items, but if you're in creative I didn't see any reason why not. So let's start customizing these swords. Now what you do is you right click the table with the schematic that you want to customize it. It is that simple. So as you can see, you right click and then the blade on the sword changed. Right click and there the hilt of the blade changed. And it's that simple to customize your swords. To get it back, you right click, and again it does kind of change the one already in the slot sometimes, but not other times. It's weird like that, trust me, it's weird. So this is going to be the sword we customize. So let's get on to the actual gems. Gems are things that can be added onto any of the swords in this mod, and each of them have their own abilities. So let's take out all of the gems and I'll go through all of them. Again, I'm not going to go through all the blades, I'll leave that to you guys to find out, but some of the gems are pretty damn awesome. So let's put on the flame gem and take out this item. And it deleted it. Why did you delete it? Let's try that again. And it changed the one in my inventory. Yay! Yeah, the table is a bit glitchy. Again, it would also consume the gems. It won't consume the schematics, so you can use them as often as you want. There we go. Boom. I'll get rid of that one because, again, this thing's made to work in thingy. Single player. Let's get on to what you can actually do with these gems. Well, the swords with the gems on. Again, this table is glitchy. It is the first time I've attempted anything like this, so please be nice. Yeah. You're forgiven just because you're new at this. So here we have the gems on the swords themselves, and as you can see in red it has the ability of the gem, in yellow it has the ability of the hilt, and in green it has the ability of the blade. So let's go through them one by one. Let's spawn in some pigs. So the fire gem, lights things on fire on strike. Great for getting cooked pork chops. The actual blade itself gives you strength for a bit once you hit an enemy. So you can pretty much mow down enemies with this. So yeah, pretty damn simple. The next one is this sword, which is the Frost Ice Gem, I believe. It's something like that. And what it does is it slows down your opponent and speeds you up. Pretty simple. The next one is the Wind Gem or the Storm Gem. I can't remember the names. Before I had the sword names slightly different, so yeah, please forgive me. And as you can see, it sends your enemy flying. Whee! Next, we have the Thunder Gem, I believe I call it. Right click for lightning. As you can see, I've got it in peaceful, so we turned into a pigman then despawned because you can't have hostile mobs on peaceful. Next we have the portal swords. They teleport, do I call it? The Psychic Gem. You shift right click to set your current coordinates into the sword. Then when it's fully charged, you can right click to teleport back to those coordinates. I'm just going to click in here because I already have one with set coordinates. So let's go right click. And as you can see, it teleported me over here. And if I right click with this, it will take me back because I shift right clicked over there with this one. So you can use this to set up portals backwards and forwards. The final one takes a lot of charge, but basically what it does is when your health drops less than 3 hearts and you have 100% charge, it will use up all of its charge and put your health to full. A bit abusable, especially because you do not actually have to have the sword equipped. As long as it's in your inventory, you can use it. So just put one of the gems on a wooden sword and carry around with it, and it counts as a second life kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically what these do. So I'm going to add some enchantments to show you the next thing. So this is going to be the sword that I'm going to use. And let's teleport back. Oh, there we go. And I'm back in my little room of testing. So let's put these swords back in here. And I'll put this one in here. And let's show you the next thing. Yeah, let's use this one as well. The next thing is you can dye swords. Yes, you heard me right. You can dye swords, and I totally don't know why I broke that then. I totally do not know why. No, that was close. That was actually ridiculously close. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There, that will do. Boom. Boom. Nobody will know. Even though I kind of caught it on video. That's beyond the point. So here we have our sword in the table. Our custom leather sword with the portal gem on. And this is where the dyed schematics come in. And this is where the dyes are going to come in. So you can dye these swords. The blade will take the colour of the schematic and the handle will take the colour of the dye. So let's dye this sword green. It will also change the colour of the gem, so you can kind of like camouflage it as a different hilt. Like, no, I don't have the lightning hilt on me, now dye in lightning. So as you can see, if I right click on it with the schematic, it's just changed the blade. And if I right click on it with the lime dye, it's changed the hilt. Now that looks very bright and green, and yeah, green. So I'm going to put this in there. It would consume the schematics if you were in survival. But hey, Creative means to be creative. Wow, I didn't know that. That's weird. The black dye just restored it back to normal. Does this black dye do the same? No. That's interesting. That is... Oh. Oh, no. Bad fire. That's interesting. But that looks awesome. So I don't care. Let's take that grey dye instead. Boom. Actually, no, let's have the red hilt on it. So there, it kind of looks like it's the fire sword, but it isn't the fire sword. It's a portal sword. Perfect for getting away. I don't know if you can tell, but on the end of the sword does actually change. The gem on the end is different for all of the gems. So you can kind of tell. If you see somebody with a sword that died, you can kind of tell. But yeah, you can't really. So we'll put it on. And the next schematic we're going to go into is this one right here, which is the durability display schematic. You simply just right click the table and then take your sword out. And as you can see, this one now displays the durability of the sword. This one does not. It is that simple. That's quite literally all that does. Next, we've got the anvil. Anvils work like normal anvils. I didn't add anvils, I'm just saying. You can name these swords. So let's just call that that. And now you went from having 2 sticks and 2 levers and a piece of paper to having a completely customized sword which any mod would be proud of. So let's go around, and as you could actually see, it kept all of the stats on the sword, the position and everything when you crafted it in the table, which is pretty awesome. Another thing the table can do is it keeps enchantments. As you can see, this one's kept its enchantment. So let's go and put an enchantment on this sword and then I'll sign out for the video. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's all this mod does. But yeah, with 40 schematics of each source and then 17 of each dye, it really bulks up in mass. So yeah, this is KelcoK22 signing out. Please go and download this mod from Planet Minecraft and only Planet Minecraft. There's a lot of other sites uploading the mod, and if you go to those sites and download it, I don't get any credit and I start to feel sad, and when I feel sad I don't work on the updates. So yeah, this was a big update. Code wise it may not feel that big, but trust me, it was. So yeah, this is KelcoK22 signing out. Goodbye.